We need to trim some of the fat.
What do you mean by trim the fat?
I want you to fire the fat people. You can start with large Marge. Marge, can you come in here, please?
What? I thought he was going to give you a promotion. Yeah, no, he is.
I have decided who I want to be our new vice president of sales. Me.
What do you say?
Nick, please, we're in the middle of a meeting.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'll just attribute this to your drinking problem.
You would have to admit our lives would be easier if our bosses weren't alive.
You can fire Professor Xavier.
You mean Hank?
Creeps me out, rolling around all day in a special little secret chair.
I don't care how bad our bosses are. We're not murderers.
Let's kill this bitch!
We gotta hire a professional.
Does anyone here kill people for money?
I'm gonna be your murder consultant.
Word.
You wanna pull off a brilliant murder? It's gotta look like it's an accident. You gotta be smart.
It's gotta be worth what, 15,000? I feel like everything's gonna work out. Look how fast I'm picking out this scrap, you know? I'm moving like super fast. I can't even feel my nose.
Find them vulnerable.
Peanuts?
That was a peanut butter sandwich. Are you not good with peanuts?
Whoa, look at this.
What about little jabs? Little jabs?
My boss, who's worth planning to kill, is dying in front of you and you saved his life?
Well, that sounds bad when you say it like that.
That's not a proper meal. It's cold to hot.
I can crush you anytime I want.
Explain why you're doing 61 in a 25 zone.
I was drag racing.
In a Prius.
I don't win a lot.
Salutation and Assalamualaikum to our class member and our dear lecturer, Madam EDWINA. This is a video about our assignments, which is a video critique based on the pre-selected film by our group. In our group, we have JACKO James, Anitam, and me, Abdul Sani. Let's start with a brief synopsis of this film. Okay, the film tells the narrative of the three best friends, which is Nick, Dale, and Kurt. Each of them works at a different profession and face difficult circumstances because of their terrible bosses. Alright, Nick Hendricks is introduced in the film's opening scene as an aspirational and diligent worker who hopes to advance up to the corporate ladder. Sadly, his dreams are dashed when he discovers that his cruel boss, which is Dave Harkin, is turning his work life into a living hell. Nick then confessed to his two closest friends, Dale and Kurt, who have both had their fair share of awful employers, feeling frustrated and desperate for a change. At a nearby bar, Nick, Kurt, and Dale share terrifying stories about their respective bosses in an attempt to drown their sorrows. Motivated by their shared discontent, the three devise an absurd and stupid scheme to finally get rid of their tormentors. As a purported murder consultant, this person, who known as Jones, is a dubious figure that the boss enlists to assist them in formulating a fail-safe plot. The three don't realize that Jones is more of a con artist than an expert, and as a result, they follow a hilarious but risky road. Funny stories about a string of botched kidnappings, drug-related accidents, and embarrassing meetings with an attractive dentist all occurred in an attempt to get rid of their bosses. The companions become embroiled in a web of criminality and deceit as they negotiate the increasingly tumultuous events. The buddies consider the lessons they have learned after surviving their crazy experience. Resolve to never allow anybody else control their happiness again, they decide to take matters into their own hands and launch their own business with their newly acquired confidence. Let's go to the critical incident that we get from this film.
What else? Oh, yeah, we gotta trim some of the fat around here.
Trim the... What do you mean by trim the fat?
I want you to fire the fat people.
What?
They're lazy and they're slow and they make me sad to look at. You can start with large Marge. Marge, can you come in here, please?
No, Margie's not fat. She's pregnant. I'm not gonna fire her.
Well, fine. Stay where you are, Marge. Congratulations. You can fire Professor Xavier.
Who are you talking about? You mean Hank?
Yeah. He fucking creeps me out, rolling around all day in a special little secret chair. I know he's up to something.
I'm not gonna fire anyone.
Oh, you're not gonna fire anyone?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. You know, it's like you don't care about this company at all.
No fucking shit, I don't care about this company. Why, this is just an ATM to me. You think when I was a kid, I dreamed of running a fucking chemical company? No. I dreamed of being on a beach with a model serving me tropical drinks. That's what I dreamed of. That's exactly what's gonna happen as soon as I squeeze every bit of profit out of this fucking company. But first things first. You either fire the fatty, or you fire the cripple, or I fire all three of you.
From the exit of Bobby and Kurt in Bobby's office, the critical incident is about the aggressive communication portrayed by Bobby. The aggressive communication in the scene reflect not only on lack of empathy, but also an abuse of power and discrimination. Bobby's demand to fire Hank based solely on his disability is unjust and prejudiced act. Bobby also threats Kurt, saying that he will lose his job if he didn't fire Hank, as that what is Bobby demand Kurt to do. This behavior reinforces negative workplace dynamic, fostering an environment where discrimination is tolerated.
Mr. Harkin, can I speak to you?
Yeah, sure, what is it?
You know, for months you've been hinting that I was in line for that promotion.
And look how hard you've been working.
What, were you just lying to me?
Lying? No, Nick. Motivating. I mean, look, we're all part of the same team here. Plus, you know, I'm the one who's going to be doing all the extra work.
For the next critical incident is when Nick expressed his dissatisfaction toward his boss' decision about the position, that his boss have been hinting him that he was in line for it. He was disappointed and unsatisfied because he works so hard. He puts a lot of effort, a lot of time, sacrificed a lot of time to his job more than his life, and made him miss important events of his family. And although he worked for quite a long period of time in the company, but he still didn't get any promotion. At the end of his expression, Nick uses harsh words toward Mr. Harkin, which is his boss, because he was really upset about it. Although it gives dissatisfaction and disappointment to Nick, but Nick shouldn't act so. Instead, he should keep his politeness toward his boss and respect, and he should go through a proper channel to express his dissatisfaction, because his action may cause him lose his job or get any disciplinary action, and even Nick could be seen as rude, as unethical employee.
Guess who?
Look, I'm really kind of not in the mood for this.
Not in the mood for what?
Hi!
Hi, babe.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I invited her. Yes, She called and she said that now that we're engaged, she wanted to offer me free dental work. And you know, I have that loose filling. So it really was so sweet of you, Julia.
Please, come on, Stacy. It's my pleasure. You're part of the family now.
But, I don't know if it's a good idea, sweetie.
Oh, why not?
'Cause we're mixing pleasure with business. Business and pleasure. We're taking advantage of Julia.
Dale, there's nothing that you could do ever that would be taking advantage of me. Okay?
So sweet.
All right, you. Let's go say we pump you full of gas, huh?
Okay.
Okay. Fuck me.
10, 9.
What are you doing with your hand there, baby? Okay.
7.
Put your hand in a safe place, because there's sharp tools here. Oh, there she goes. What are you doing? What are you doing?
You're gonna give me that dong, Dale.
My dong?
The other critical incident from this movie is when Dale's boss invited his fiancée to come to the clinic, and his boss offered Dale's fiancée a free dental work. And the action of his boss got compliment from Dale's fiancée, saying that is a kind of action from his boss offering free dental work to her. Although Dale have been constantly being harassed sexually by his boss, but his fiancée still thinks that his boss is a kind person, a good person. From what I can see, the intention of his boss to invite Dale's fiancée to her clinic and offer free dental work is because his boss wants to be seen as a kind person and gain the trust of his fiancée. So from this scene, Dale's boss is showing passive-aggressive communication, where she wanted to be seen as a kind person so that she can continue to do the things that he wanted to do to Dale, although it's not right. And as for Dale, Dale should stand for his right and fight for his right. Although she is the boss, but his right has been violated by his boss, and he should not just let it happen. Or he can find some assistance or advice from his friends or co-workers, other co-workers, for any relevant methods to help him to overcome this problem. This is because this problem can lead to his relationship with his fiancée to be destroyed, and also Dale will live and work suffering from sexual harassment from his boss.
You either fire the fatty, or you fire the cripple, or I fire all three of you. Decision is yours. You can phone a friend, ask the audience, 50-50. Do the math. One loses the job, or three loses it. Your call. I think I know who you're gonna fire. And tell him to leave his handicap parking pass when he leaves.
You can't take that. It's issued by the state, Bobby.
Well, you're looking at the state. The state of Bobbyville. Okay? Deal with it.
That'd be a town, Bobby.
United States of me.
Okay, there we go.
It's all here.
Hey, Hank, how you doing, man?
What's up?
We're going through a real tough time financially, and we're gonna have to let you go.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
Everyone? Can I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. I've just learned that, that Kurt has fired our dear friend Hank here. And I just want you all to know that I am just as shocked and angered as you all are.
What are you doing?
Please, enough out of you already today, my dad. On the day of his funeral. This is an accounting department decision. My hands are tied. I'm sorry. You are one cold, heartless bastard, Bookman.
Hank, this wasn't my idea.
Fuck you, Kurt.
Hi, my name is Annie. I will continue explanation with the first critical incident, which I have identified in the movie of Horrible Boss, which is manipulative. These incidents occur at Kurt's workplace, where Bobby currently is the boss in charge after his father passed away. Bobby called Kurt into his office in private. He asked Kurt to do a decision as the company is having financial problems. He has to choose either to fire Maggie or Hank. If not, three of them will get fired. Kurt chose to fire Hank because Maggie was pregnant. However, Bobby blamed that Kurt is the one who is firing Hank. The cause of this incident is the company is having the financial issue to pay worker salaries due to the last incident where there is one worker who got into accident in their factory and their company have to pay the worker bills. Besides that, Kurt also doesn't want to lose his job. The effect of this incident, Hank lost his job and all the colleagues misunderstood that it was Kurt's idea and nobody knows that Bobby is the one manipulating him. As recommendation, Kurt should advise Bobby alternative to overcome the financial issue to their company, not by firing worker that has been contributed to their company.
You were 2 minutes late, Nick.
Morning.
And I didn't think I had to punch a clock with you.
You don't. Sorry.
That's all right. I'll just attribute this to your drinking problem.
Yeah, I don't have...
Nick, please. We're in the middle of the meeting.
Sorry.
Morning, everyone. So, I have finally decided who I want to be our new senior vice president of sales. He's right here in this room. It's me.
What do you say?
I've decided to absorb the responsibilities of the senior VP position into my own. I've realized that if you want to get something done right, you've got to do it yourself. So I'm going to be breaking through the wall of the office that would have been the senior VP's and make one huge, enormous office. However, I will only be taking 85% of the additional salary I'm entitled to. Meeting adjourned.
Let's continue with the next critical incident in the movie, which is unprofessionalism. These scenes happened at Nick's workplace and their boss was Harken. Harken called for an urgent meeting to announce their new senior vice president of the company. However, it was just an action to humiliate the employee, where he started to explain that their company have achieved a certain performance, then one worker can be promoted for the new position. By the end of the meeting, he announced himself as the new senior vice president of the company. The cause of this change is there is no fair decision made and no collection voice from the employee for that position. The effect is other workers who work hard for the company didn't get to enjoy the rewards of extra salaries. As recommendation, to be a professional, the decision made must get the trust and confirmation from the majority, not by one person decision only.
You know that last month you made me work so late I missed saying goodbye to my gam.
I'm sorry, what? My grandmother. I told you that I needed to see her because she was very, very sick. You said if I left early, I'd get fired. And she died before I made it to the hospital. I'm sorry. Thank you. I had no idea that you called your grandmother Cam. Sorry. Sorry you didn't get to say bye-bye to Cam Cam. Really, But I needed you to stay here and work late because you were an invaluable member of this operation, and I need you in the position that you're currently.
The next critical incident that I have identified in the movie is respect. These scenes happen right after the meeting on announcement of the new senior vice president of the company, which I have explained earlier. While walking out of the meeting room, Nick tried to persuade his boss, explain his contribution, and how come he is not qualified for the position. Besides, because of the 1 hour overtime at the office, he has missed his grandmother's funeral, and his boss Harken only made fun of Nick's late grandmother names. The cause of these scenes is Harken tried to distract Nick's attention from discussion of the contribution he has done for the company by making fun of his grandmother, which is a very disrespect action. The effect of this scene is Nick in the lost situation where he at first he already missed his grandmother's funeral and now he did not get promoted for the position of after the hard work. As recommendation, Harken should practice to respect other people because without subordinate collaboration and contribution, the objective of the company may not be achieved.
Yes.
Sit.
Not a dog, Bobby.
Good boy. I've been looking through the books, and you're the accountant. Tell me, why is this company in the crapper?
Well, we're not in the crapper. It's a recession, but we're still profitable.
Bullshit. Look, I know you and my dad were pals, okay? And frankly, I always thought it was, weird. Gay.
Do you know what that word means?
Yeah, it's dick on dick. It ain't my bag. I always thought it was a little bit weird that my dad thought you were so fucking special. But that doesn't matter now because he's in the ground, and guess what? I'm your boss. And there's gonna be some changes around here.
Can't wait to hear him.
Okay, first things first. Hospital bills. Larry Marinsky. Why the fuck are we paying his hospital bills? He doesn't even work here anymore.
Well, he doesn't work here anymore because he had a horrible accident in our warehouse, all right? The guy burned off half his face.
Exactly. I don't want my money going to support monsters.
He's not a monster. He's a great guy who worked for us for many, many years.
Cut him off. Second. Envirotech Waste Management. What the fuck's this about? It's costing us a lot of money.
Your dad made the choice to dispose of our chemical waste responsibly. In order to do that, you gotta spend a little more money.
Yeah, fuck that. Guess what? The Bolivians are gonna do it for a third of the price. I'm gonna hire them.
No, you can't go to them.
Yeah, I will.
No, you can't.
I think I will.
That. No,
I think I will.
They're gonna endanger thousands of local residents.
Oh, I give a fuck. Some local tribesman gets cancer. Cry me a fucking river.
They're not tribesmen. It's a modern society.
Do I look like I fucking
Okay,
care?
all right, look, Bobby, your dad told me very clearly that he would rather die than save money and hurt people, okay?
Okay, from the previous scene, we can see the incident that happened is in the work ethic, which is respectfulness. The scene unfolds as an intriguing exploration of the work ethic and respectfulness within the workplace. Bobby, as the boss, requests Kurt, the employee, to perform a task that appears to be irrelevant for both the company and society at large. What makes this scene particularly interesting is Kurt's unwavering positive response and obedience despite Bobby's use of harsh language. This dynamic serves as a testament to Kurt's professionalism and commitment to respecting his superior even in the face of questionable requests. From my analysis in this scene, we can see there are professionalism versus questionable requests, respectful response and amid harsh words. the boss-employee dynamics, and work ethic and integrity. The scene serves as a thought-provoking exploration of workplace dynamics, professionalism, and ethical considerations. Kurt's respectful response to Bobby's questionable request adds depth to the characters and prompts viewers to reflect on the complexities of navigating professional relationships. This scene is a crucial juncture in the film, highlighting the challenges employees may face when balancing loyalty to their superiors with their commitment to maintaining a strong work ethic and personal integrity.
Anyway, with Harkin in his new position on all fours in prison for 25 to life, Comnadine made me acting president. It's a great job, I got a solid raise, and I'm actually my own boss. Well, except for the CEO.
Morning.
Oh, morning. You must be Nick.
I am.
Well, it's great to finally meet you.
You too, Mr. Sherman.
Please, Lou.
Okay, Lou. I want you to know that I appreciate the opportunity that you've given me. I won't let you down.
Well, I'm sure you won't, son.
From the previous scene, we can see there is having a small talk. There is a pivotal scene where Nick, one of the main characters, take the initiative to greet and express gratitude to his new boss. This simple act of small talk serves as an effort to establish a positive connection and set the tone for a constructive professional relationship. The scene explores the importance of interpersonal skills and the impact of small gestures in shaping perception within the workplace. From my analysis in this scene, I can see there are a strategic small talk, professional courtesy and respect, establishing a positive tone and character development. The small talk scene serves as a subtle yet impactful exploration of workplace dynamics. Nick's decision to greet and thank his new boss is a strategic move that not only showcases his professionalism but also sets the stage for a positive working relationship. This moment contributes to character development and emphasizes the importance of interpersonal skills in navigating the complexities of the professional world. Overall, the scene highlights the power of small gestures in shaping perception and fostering a healthy workplace culture. And the last scene showing the unethical behavior in the work ethic. A critical scene sheds light on Bobby's unethical behavior towards his employees, manifesting through inappropriate actions and appearance in the workplace. This exploration of workplace misconduct serves as a stark commentary on the consequences of unchecked power dynamics and the impact of toxic leadership on organizational culture. From my analysis in this scene, there are inappropriate behavior, toxic power dynamics, impact on organizational culture, and addressing workplace misconduct. The scene depicting Bobby's unethical behavior in this film is a powerful commentary on the challenges employees may face when confronted with inappropriate actions and appearance in the workplace. This portrayal goes beyond individual character flaws and highlights broader issues related to toxic power dynamics and organizational culture. The scene serves as a reminder of the importance of addressing and preventing unethical conduct within the workplace to create an environment conducive to employee well-being and professional growth. Thank you.